Hello friends, and welcome to 3 Minute Game Pass. I'm Nathan, and today we're going to talk about JRPGs. Now, it's no big surprise that the Xbox was never huge in Japan. Japan doesn't even have the letter X, so over there it's just called the BA, which doesn't make any sense. However, that doesn't mean we don't have a bunch of JRPG-style games on Game Pass. And just to be clear, JRPGs don't have to be made in Japan to be JRPGs. It's a gameplay type and aesthetic, not specific to any region. Probably. I don't care anyway. Here's 3 great JRPGs that you can play on Game Pass. Our first game is Cris Tales, which is a pretty fun turn-based RPG with a time manipulation mechanic. In both battles and in the world itself, you get to influence both the future and the past. This allows you to foresee future events as well as influence enemies in battle. For example, dump poison on a baddie, then warp them into the future to have it do all of its full damage instantly. Or travel back in time to when they were a baby and then beat up the baby. Maybe don't do that actually, I don't want to go to prison. The bottom line is Cris Tales is pretty interesting in all of its time mechanics. If you enjoy classic JRPGs, you will probably enjoy this one. Our second game is Bug Fables. Bug Fables is a sequel to Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door that Nintendo refuses to give us. Play as a team of bite-sized bugs that set off on a big turn-based combat adventure. Use their unique abilities to interact with the cute and cuddly world, all while engaging in its entertaining and charming story. Bottom line is that Bug Fables is such an old-school Paper Mario style game, I'm surprised Nintendo let it live. But I'm glad they did, as it's an extremely charming game with a fun, simple battle system, some great characters, and it makes for a great first JRPG for kids, but adults will find a lot of fun here as well. The last game is Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is the latest entry in the current Yakuza franchise, where they finally realized those games were basically JRPGs but with real-time brawling combat, so they turned the brawling combat into turn-based combat, and it's awesome. You play as Ichi, a now former Yakuza who tries to get back on his feet. You'll engage in some zany real-time battles with things like the Mage class being the power of homelessness, and Rich Lady being an actual RPG job. This is all while paired with the great smorgasbord of Yakuza's signature goofy-ass comedy and melodrama that keeps this franchise entertaining. The bottom line is that Yakuza Like a Dragon is probably the best game on this list, with its extremely engaging turn-based combat and fascinatingly fun story. Plus, you're going to have to fall into a life of crime anyway after murdering that time-warped baby back in the Crystalis review, so why not join the Yakuza? That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and check out the channel for full reviews of each of these games, and go out there and play some JRPGs that are not actually from Japan. Except Yakuza is.